I am losing my mind watching these PSAC workers out there striking. And listen, you're allowed to strike. It's a free country, unless you're right wing. We'll get to that later. Fine. You want wage increases, somewhat normal demand. You're asking for too much. It's part of negotiations. I get it. You asked for a lot. You settle for a medium amount. Blah, 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 blah. But this is driving me friggin' crazy. Okay? One, I don't care. The government workers, yes, I get it. They have gold-plated benefits. They don't do any work anyway. But, like, what are they striking for? Like, we don't want to go back to work. 2 days a week, we can't go back to work. And, like, these a-holes out there, like, we're saving the environment. Shut up. Shut up. You want to stay in your pajamas and do nothing. Put your pants on, go into work, and do nothing there, like a regular government worker. This whole thing. Side note, the whole work-from-home trend, it will be eradicated once the union of attractive women realize that their lives get much more difficult in work-from-home scenarios. But going back to this, okay. The real frustrating thing is the unions are openly calling for violence or accepting the violence of their protesters and advocating and blocking critical infrastructure. I thought this was a no-no. I thought this was terrorism. I thought this is what happens when you release the horses on women, elderly women, and you put snipers on the rooftops, and you freeze people's bank accounts, and you throw people in jail. What's up, Canada? And, like, listen, I don't want to actually live in a country that jails people for protesting and freezes their bank accounts. It's horrible. Like, my friends got their bank accounts frozen. Like, Tamara went to jail for 50 days for second-degree honking. It was a travesty. But the gaslighting has to stop. It has to stop. And what is clear now is we live in two separate Canadas, and there's two different rule sets. There's rule sets for those who are on the perceived right wing of things, or anti-establishment, or whatever it is, and the different rule set for those who are on the normal mainstream left way of things. If you're on the left, you can block critical infrastructure, you can assault a bunch of cars, you could probably burn down an orphanage, and all of that is fine. And if you're on the right and you honk too loudly, right, the entire government's going to fund a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, the courts get involved, people's bank accounts get frozen, lives get destroyed, the government calls you terrorists, and throws away every single civil right you have. So this is a first-world country for people with left-wing views, and this is a totalitarian state, or quasi-totalitarian state, for those who hold right-wing views. And it's abundantly clear. And to add to the infuriation thing, is it's so abundantly clear, but the half that lives in Trudotopia will deny this to the nth degree, lead to gaslighting, and drive everyone crazier. And this just can't keep going on. I mean, I had to delete so many parts of this video where I just go bananas and yell for extreme punishments. Like, I still support my crazy Twitter take of fire every federal employee. Fire all of them. I don't care. Well, technically, Pierre Poilievre of the Conservative Party are federal employees, and sure, get rid of all of them too. Straight to jail. Every politician in jail. Everyone go to jail. Right, this is the least crazy take I've had, is put every federal employee in jail. Provincial employees too. What about the police and the prison guard? I don't care. Jail. All of it. Like, who cares? Who cares at this point? Like, this is how ridiculous the country is. No one has principles. So why do I need to have principles? This is the point we're getting to. With the PSACers, is they're out there gaslighting the hell out of us. We're saving the world. You want to wear pajamas on a Tuesday. You're not saving the world. Okay? But I get it. You're allowed to strike. You can strike. If you just want higher wages, ask for $1 billion a minute. Like, I don't care. Right? And then settle for $1 trillion. Who cares? It's Canada. We're printing money. All the money's going to be fake anyway. CBDCs, woohoo. My point is, you cannot say that the Freedom Convoy was the terrorists. And, like, the great irony is, the Freedom Convoy was advocating for the rights of other people, not just themselves. Right? They were advocating for basic civil liberties. Right? The right to keep your job if you choose to not be vaccinated. Bodily autonomy. Right? Don't the liberals believe in bodily autonomy? No, they don't. Right? PSAC didn't stand with them. The unions didn't stand with them. And then we're supposed to pretend like these people are heroes because they want higher wages. Like, again, I'm not going to say what workers can't strike for higher wages. Fine, that's what they do, right? You have the pensions, whatever. We can talk about the numbers. Like, I don't care, right? But stop pretending that workers striking so they can get more money and wear pajamas on a Tuesday is this noble cause. It's for them, and they have the right to do that in a free country. But people who hold right-wing beliefs and want to strike and protest for the rights of everyone to have bodily autonomy, something the liberals pretend to endorse, they're the selfish ones, right? The gaslighting has to stop. And if it doesn't, then why do I need principles? Like, why do I need principles? Why do I need to have reasonable takes of principles? Why can't I just advocate for everyone I don't like to go to jail? Right? Because that's a bad thing. But that's the current government, is everyone they don't like goes to jail and doesn't have a bank account. So why do I need principles if you don't? And the answer is to live in a free, blah, blah, blah society, but that's all broken down. Right? And the PSACers are the most recent thing that's destroying our society. So, jail. Everyone should be in jail. Everyone. Everyone in Canada should go to jail. That's my new take. Everyone, by virtue of being Canadian, straight to jail. Who cares? Why not? We'll all make a CBC Gem show together and we'll win the Transracial Trudeau Award of whatever. Kill me.